I told my sisters their pregnancies weren't harder than mine after 15 years of them throwing it in my face. My older sisters have been making comments about my pregnancies since I had my first kid at 19. I'm 34 now, and they still won't let it go. They love to talk about how lucky I am, how I got pregnant so easily while they struggled, how my labors were quick and natural, how I have it so easy with my kids. Every single family gathering, it comes up. My oldest sister is 40 and my middle sister is 36. They both act like I won the pregnancy lottery or something, like I just sneezed and got pregnant 3 times while having perfect births and raising angels. Meanwhile, they had to deal with the real struggles. Yesterday, we were all hanging out at my mom's house having drinks and catching up. Everything was fine until my oldest sister started her usual rant. "It's just not fair that you get pregnant at the drop of a dime," she said, sipping her wine. "All 3 of your pregnancies were so easy. Must be nice." I'd had a couple drinks at that point and something in me just snapped. 15 years of this garbage and I was done. "You know what? Just shut up about it," I said. My first pregnancy, I was 19 years old, working full-time and going to college. I had morning sickness so bad I threw up between classes. She tried to interrupt, but I kept going. My second pregnancy at 24, I was working 2 jobs just to keep the lights on. And my third pregnancy, my baby was breech until the very last ultrasound. The cord was wrapped around her neck and they almost had to do an emergency surgery. The room went completely silent. My mom looked horrified. My middle sister's mouth was hanging open. My oldest sister's face turned bright red. "You didn't have to talk to me like that," she said quietly. "You know I lost 2 babies. You know how hard my labor was." I did know. She had an 18-hour labor that ended in a C-section and it sounded awful. But here's the thing that drives me crazy. During her 4th pregnancy, she literally laid in bed for months, would not get up, would not move around, had everyone waiting on her hand and foot. The doctors kept telling her to walk and stay active, but she refused. Then my middle sister jumped in. "Well, at least you got to have natural births. Some of us weren't so lucky." That's when I lost it again. "Are you kidding me right now? You chose a C-section from the start. You didn't even try for a natural birth. You asked for the surgery before you were even in labor." My mom told me I needed to apologize, that my sisters had been through so much and I was being insensitive, but I was so tired of biting my tongue. They have no idea what my life was actually like. I didn't tell them about not having enough money to eat some days, about only getting 3 hours of sleep because I was working overnight shifts while pregnant, about my first baby being almost 10 pounds and tearing me apart, about the abusive relationship I was in during all 3 pregnancies that made everything 10 times harder. They see me now with my 3 kids and think it was all sunshine and rainbows. They don't see the years of struggling and crying and barely making it through. But sure, I had it so easy. My oldest sister left early. My middle sister hasn't texted me since. My mom keeps calling saying I ruined the whole afternoon and need to make things right. But honestly, I'm not sorry. 15 years of hearing about how lucky and blessed I am when they have no clue what I actually went through. I'm done pretending their struggles were worse than mine just because they want to feel special.